there, welcome back to my channel. This is baby Jack, and if you have watched my videos, he always makes an appearance. He is my 7-month-old and he's always happy to see himself on camera. Yeah, aren't you? Today I'm actually going to talk about I have recently had a terrible vestibular flare-up, and I thought, you know, it's not something that's fun to talk about, but it's something I think that's kind of important to have out there so that other people can see, you know, the normal progression of vestibular migraines or really any kind of illness. In general, I think, you know, we all face our struggles. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing and hearing about my experience this past week, then keep on watching. Yeah. All right, so about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, I actually started doing a keto diet. I started the keto diet because I do have, obviously I had a baby 7 months ago, and I'm just kind of at that point where I'm really uncomfortable. I did gain about 45 pounds with him, and I've only lost about 15 of it, and yeah, I'm just not comfortable, and that's okay. I'm not rushing it, but I did decide, you know, from what I had read about it and done the research with. Hi, so I did decide, you know, like I said, after doing research and kind of reading reviews and other success stories, I decided that I was going to give it a try. Shortly after I started it, so it must have been 3 weeks ago I started it. Shortly after I started it, I started to initially feel really bad. And I just attributed that to what I now know is like a keto flu. So when your body goes through the kind of withdrawal, which I had before when I did paleo, it goes through this withdrawal process, and you will feel sick. You'll feel like you have the flu. But this was a little bit different. I really noticed that my vestibular things were starting to come back through most of the day, and my medication that normally works wasn't really working for me. I also really noticed just like I just was not feeling myself. I was really starting to feel anxious and just overall really crappy. So I went and saw my doctor. They, you know, said, oh, just up your meds, this and that. And to the point where, so I tried that, nothing was really working. So I got to the point where I couldn't even get out of bed. And that to me is terrifying. If you have followed my story, then you know that I was bedbound for 3 to 4 months. I will actually put that in a little card, one of these slides, if you want to go check out that first video. I was bedbound for quite a while, and it really scared me to feel that intense, you know, that intense feeling, just, and nothing, my normal like medication abort was not working. So I kind of went into panic mode. So I called my doctor again that day, and they said, why don't you just stop doing the keto and let's see, you know, what happens. So that morning I just went carb overload. I actually went and got McDonald's. I ate so much bread, and then I actually felt so much better. So I don't know if it was the keto. I actually posted in a Facebook group, and a lot of people kind of chimed in that made it worse. I'm also breastfeeding, so I don't know if I was getting enough like healthy carbs to maintain myself, because I am breastfeeding him still on demand. So that could have been it. But I did stop, and I have stopped. I've kind of gone to more paleo, so I can still eat healthy fruits and vegetables and healthy carbs. I think that's better for me and better for my baby. But it was terrifying. It was a really terrifying experience, and it really got me to thinking about how hard I had to work again in this situation to get to a place where I didn't let that anxiety overcome me. You know, having any sort of chronic illness, whether it be migraines, whether it be, you know, I know a lot of people have POTS, lupus, anything like that. This isn't something that's going to go away, unfortunately. And if that's what you think, then you might want to kind of rearrange your expectations. This is something that will likely follow us, you know, for the rest of our lives. We may have periods of times, years even, where there's no symptoms, but you know, you may get flare-ups. So I wanted to kind of touch on flare-ups and what to do during those. And these are the kind of things that I did through mine. So number one, of course, I did let anxiety win for a brief, I would say maybe a half a day, where I just stayed inside. And that is not something that I ever suggest do. When we stay inside and we don't face our fears, it actually manifests and makes our brains kind of affirm, okay, this is dangerous. Of course, be safe. You know, if you can't see and you're dizzy, you know, don't drive. But, you know, don't avoid it on your better days because you have that fear. So the first thing I did do was I did go outside and I took a walk. When I felt a little bit better, I did get outside with the baby and we did a mile walk. That helped tremendously. The second thing I did was I did things that I enjoyed. So I actually really enjoy making like hemp bracelets, and just for fun. It's kind of mindless. So I picked a topic. I picked an activity that was really fun. Other things this could look like is drawing. This could be doing, I also really love doing online designs. So I worked on my fiance's Facebook page and did some new marketing material. Oh my goodness. Just some computer designs. That really helped a lot. I also picked up a new book. I will link it down below. It's really good. And I read a few chapters. I really tried to work on positive reinforcement in my brain. And I also worked on, putting, I don't know what the word is, but just kind of like putting myself in a place where I felt better about my predicament. And that was really helpful. So this flare went on for about a week and a half. So I started keto 3 weeks ago. At a week and a half is when the symptoms really started, and then I would say 2 days ago it finally ended. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I will link my handle below. I have the story outlining it too, so if you'd like to check that out and follow me, would love it. I always follow back. And I totally forgot what I was saying. Alright, I'm so sorry. My camera died. It's the next day because, being a mom, it's like you try to do everything and you're trying to get one thing done, and of course 10 other things pop up. So he just woke up from a nap, so I'm just breastfeeding him. But I wanted to finish this video with just a couple more points so it's not too lengthy. And we were talking about, doing things that make you happy. So I definitely suggest picking an activity. I know a lot of people knit. I would highly, highly suggest getting into some kind of crafting. And even if you're a guy, that can look like so many different things. I know my fiance loves to do things with tools, build things. There's just so many creative outlets that we can use to our advantage in these times of, peril, that we can go ahead and, use other senses, use our creative minds to get through this. And then the last point I really just kind of wanted to touch on, and I don't know how it's gonna sound, but it has worked for me, and I don't want people to take it the wrong way. But on my channel I talk a lot about perspective and putting things in the right place, working on anxiety and depression. And the biggest thing I noticed I was doing to myself was I was victimizing myself. Why me? Why did I have to have this disorder? Why was I chosen? Why can't I just be normal, whatever that may look like? And it took me a long time to work through that and to kind of forgive, whatever it was that needed to be forgiven, to be forgive. If it was a higher authority, whatever. I had to accept this is what was going on. So I could either accept it and fight, or I could victimize myself and do nothing. So I chose to fight. So if you're in a place like that, I'm so sorry. I know how tough it can be to pull out of there, but you can. Even if it's today, if today is the day that you choose, okay, I'm going to stop being a victim to this, and I'm going to live my life to the fullest that I can. And that's what I did. When I got diagnosed, I was convinced I'd never have another baby, even though I longed and I yearned. I didn't feel like my family was done. And so when I did get to a good place, I decided we're gonna do this. No matter how tough it may be, it's what I wanted. And I'm so glad I have this little munchkin here. He definitely completes the whole family. And that's what I did. So I hope anyone that is in that place today, you can start working to get out of it. And yeah, if you guys need any pointers or any tips, I'm actually opening up a new Facebook group. I have some really exciting things that I'm going to be doing, hopefully with the vestibular migraine community, and kind of starting my own venture. But all the support, the message, I mean, I get emails daily, Instagram messages, and I just want to help people. So if you're interested in joining this group, I'm going to link that down below. In the questionnaire, just say, make sure you mention the YouTube video that sent you there. We are going to be doing a lot of awesome stuff, so I'm very excited. So yeah. I hope you guys found some value out of this video. I'm so sorry if it's rambling. I tend to ramble when I get to talk about this because there's so much. But if you guys are interested, definitely check out the Facebook group, and also let me know in the comments below what you would like to hear about. I'm thinking about touching on medication in my next video on vestibular migraine series. So if that is something that you are interested in hearing about, or if you would like to contribute to this video, please send me an email. My email will be linked below. All right, guys, thank you. And as always, stay healthy. I love you all. Bye.